G'day guys, Chris O here. So today we're just going to have a quick chat. We're going to go back to some basics. So what are we here for? We're here to earn money. We're here to earn as much as we can off gig applications, whether it be Doordash, Uber Eats, Menulog, Grubhub, Jimmy Brings, you know, whatever you got going on, guys, that's what we're here for. So let's just go back to some very basic concepts. Now, I want you guys to think about a shift that you had where it was just unreal, where you just made so much money, you're like, man, that just went really well. I want you to think back to that shift, and I want you to think specifics on that. What made it go really well? What made it make so much money for yourself? Do you think it was just luck? Do you think there's certain things that you did? Was it just a good, I got a bit of wind. Was it just a good restaurant run for you guys? Was there limited wait times? Did you get good restaurants? So what were the factors? And so I want you guys to start to think about this kind of stuff. Some of the more seasoned drivers, you do this automatically. The veterans, they're just like, yep, no, I know this. So in your zone, in your area, in your town, in your city, wherever you're working, wherever you're running these gig apps, I want you to pull out a pen and paper. You don't need to do this right now as I'm talking, but like just after the video, pull out a pen and paper. And I want you to write down which restaurants are the fastest in your area, where you never have any wait time. Now I want you to write down after that the restaurants where you frequently have long delays, long periods of time, where you're waiting for an order. And mind you, when you're standing around there, guys, you're not being paid. You're paid to be on the move. You're Oscar Mike, baby. You need to be moving to be making money in this gig, in this game. That's how it's set up. The more deliveries you do, the more money you're generally making, as long as the deliveries are valued correctly. So I think that's the first place to start. Write down your fastest restaurants where you never wait. Write down the restaurants where you always wait, or high frequency or high probability of waiting. I just want you guys to think about that. So that way, once you write it down, you're making decisions at that point. You're making decisions saying, well, these slow ones, how slow are they? And how much are they impacting my time? Whereas the fast restaurants, when you see them pop up on the screen, should you just accept them automatically without thinking anymore? Maybe wait time is one factor, but then you have distance is another factor. So I guess that's the starting point, guys. So here's a practical step. I've talked about this before. A practical step, veterans, newbies, everyone in between. This is a practical step to help you analyze this stuff so you can earn more over the long run. Every single offer you get through, whether you accept it, whether you decline it, whether you unassign it, anything like that, but every offer that pops up, screenshot it. Screenshot it onto your phone. Why should I screenshot it to my phone? Well, and I've talked about this before, guys. So post-shift analysis. All the screenshots you took of all the orders, accepted or declined, have a quick flick through and just debrief on it. What worked well on that order? What didn't work well on that order? Was this restaurant a problem for me? Was this customer's drop-off address, not just the restaurants, but the drop-off address, was this problematic? Was this outside of my zone? Was this inside of my zone? Where did you get any pain points on a specific order? So just analyze it and be like, go off vibe, guys. Go off gut feel and vibe. Just think back to the order. You're like, yeah, I like that order. That was really good. And then just justify why it was really good. Pull out that piece of paper. What was good about that order? Just scribble it down. And then the next one, go through it. What was your gut feel? Was it good? Was it bad? How did you feel doing it? Did you get frustrated doing the delivery? If you got frustrated, what were the reasons you got frustrated for it? If you were like, this is really great, and you were really excited, what were the reasons you were really excited to do that delivery? Write it down, so that way you are building out your acceptance criteria, what to look for, what not to look for. What to look for that's good and what to look for that's bad in your area. See, the thing is, guys, people like me on YouTube and all the other content creators, we cannot tell you exactly what to do because your zone is going to be unique. It's going to be slightly different to my zone, slightly different to, I'm not going to say any other guys that talk about gig tubing or anything like that. It's going to be different in every zone, every city, every town, every country. I'm in Australia, guys, so my stuff's going to be different to some of the guys over in America, or some of the guys over in New Zealand, or some of the guys over in the UK, or some of the guys over in Japan. It's going to be slightly different. So the fundamentals, though, are the same. What worked well for you? Write it down. And then once... And here's the thing: if you had an order, a delivery, where it was really good, you're really happy with it, and you're stoked about it, when you go to write it down and you get stuck, what was the good things that made it work? Don't just move on. Think about it. Really dissect that order. Was it no wait time at the restaurant? Was it just a really small drive? Was it a long drive and you got paid a lot for it? Was the offer a certain value that just worked? You know, maybe like $5.50 orders in Australia don't work for you. Maybe they do work for you because you're in an area where you can knock out 5 or 6 of them an hour, and you're putting such small mileage on your car or motorcycle that you're barely using any fuel, and it works out to your advantage. Maybe. So there's different things in different zones that work for people. When you get to the negative stuff, especially pay attention to the bad orders, the ones you have a bad vibe out. So run through them, dissect them. What was it that was bad about it? What was it that was painful about this? Write it down. Seriously, guys, write it down on a piece of paper. Because you'll find common trends between them. You're like, oh, this one here, it left me out of zone. And this one also left me out of zone. And this one here also left me out of zone. And you get all these orders where you're being left out of zone, and you're spending all this time driving back into zone, and maybe your zone doesn't give you offers when you're trying to get back in. I know my zones don't. They don't like that. They try to prioritize dashes within the zone. Then if they're all busy, they'll go to dashes outside the zone trying to get back in. I think that's how it works. Well, that's how it feels it works for me. Could be a little bit of survivor bias there, though. But write it down and find them common trends. What in your area, what in your zone is a pain point? What makes the order not good? Because the things that make the orders not good, guys, that's your areas of opportunities. That's where you can improve. Maybe you can avoid them kind of orders. Or maybe there's a certain thing you can do when you're out driving or at the restaurants or at a customer drop-off, just depending what it could be, that you could improve on, that you could work on, that speeds it up. Aim of the game, guys, is speeding this stuff up, getting through more good offers. The more good offers you get through, the more money you're going to make. The more you can optimize and improve these offers, the more money you're going to make. Now, of course, guys, if your market is dead right now, nothing you can do about it. But for the orders and offers you do get in a dead market, you need to optimize them. You need to get the best you can out of them. So, yeah, busy market, slow market. Screenshot all your offers. At the end of your shift, spend 5 minutes just flicking through the screenshots. And then, starting out, pen and paper. Guys, pen and paper. Write down this restaurant, this distance, this zone. What did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? What could I improve on it? Because that's all it is, guys. Just it's small little improvements, small little tweaks. That's how you adapt. That's how you adapt to the ever-changing market of the gig economy. So, guys, that's some practical steps. Let me know what you think. Is there some big things in your areas or your markets that you look out for that is going to cause you problems? For me, I know certain hours in certain areas I will avoid like the plague. KFC at 6:30 on a Friday night. I'll avoid it like the plague because I know traffic's going to back up and the drive-through is going to have 50 cars in it. Don't want to go in there because I know the foyer is going to be full. Avoid it like the plague. I was just out filming today. The Magic 8-ball thing. I assume I would have aired it before I've done this video. And I was like, okay, cool. Pick up from a kebab store. Right on the beach. Perfect weather in Australia on a Sunday. Midday-ish. I'm like, it's going to be gridlock with traffic. Everyone's trying to get to the beach. It's such beautiful weather, such a beautiful day. And of course, parking is going to be an issue there too because of the gridlock traffic. And yep, called it. Unfortunately, Magic 8-ball said go there. But normally, I'd be like, no, I'm just going to avoid that. Out of zone drop-offs, I generally avoid them unless there's something that really sticks out to me. Maybe the outer zone's right on the edge of the highway and I can just quickly zip back into zone again. And maybe I'll take it that way. But yeah, little things, guys. Just find what works, what doesn't work. Think about it. Screenshot everything, guys. do a 5-minute debrief at the end of your Dash, at the end of your Uber Eats run, at the end of any of the runs you're doing on any of the apps. If you're multi-apping, just go through all the screenshots. What was good, what was bad, the good, the bad, the ugly, guys. And then work on it. And work on it, refine it. Write it down. What was the problems? So I think you guys get the point. I do it. I still do it. I screenshot everything because the market changes. But that's all for today, guys. Hope you're having an absolutely killer week. I hope you guys are making some money out there. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Hi, mate. Have you subscribed to Chris yet? Of course I did. The subscribe button is just down there. Did you know he's trying to get to 10,000 subscribers? 10,000? That's 5 times the size of Cooper Petey. Cooper Petey, mate. Cooper bloody Petey, mate. Cooper Petey, mate. Cooper bloody Petey. He's got some more videos over there too. Over where? Just over there. Over here? Yeah, mate, that's them. Cheers, mate. I'll keep watching because there's always something new. And I'll see you in the next one. Who are you, legends?